Hey ForexMilitia, this is Parsival, and we have the calendar for the week of the 23rd to the 28th, and this is my Forex Maneuvers weekly outlook. Alright, so starting on Monday, we have the Euro posting red news, orange news first, but red news, the German flash manufacturing PMI, the producers manufacturing index, and then later on that day we have the Aussie CPI, consumer price index, and then Tuesday we just have orange, Euro, and US news, USD news. And then the big day is Wednesday, where we have the Loonie with the rate decision, and they are expected to keep it at 0.25. And then later on, around 2 o'clock, we have the FOMC statement, and they are expected to keep it below 0.25. And then the Kiwi CPI. Then on Thursday, we have the advanced GDP, and of course the unemployment claim, house sales, orange news. And then on Friday, we have the core PCE, the consumer expenditures, the personal consumer expenditures price index, and that's on Friday. And so now let's see what's going on in the markets. So let's go to the charts. Okay, so here on the charts we have the dollar, the Dixie, and we are basically looking at a bullish run up into, which created a wedge that it basically is now bouncing off of. So I believe what I said last week was I believe it's going to make a move back down to the 50, which is pretty much the middle of this range of this last move, right? And then most likely it'll bounce off of, which is at 93.19, bounce off and move higher. So I believe it's going to break out of this wedge and move higher to 97 to 98.71 up here in this area right here. Okay. And so let's go to the S&P 500, and on the S&P 500 we see that after basically almost 2 years, the super trend, or the trend on the weekly, has been broken because of they call it the Bloodbath Friday, which was on the 21st. It fell and it finally broke through. So now we are in a pseudo bearish market. It's no longer bullish. It is looking like it's going to trend lower, and we are basically looking at, this has been in divergence for a little bit, for a couple of weeks. As you can see, this red line here, it's been in divergence, and finally it basically capitulated, and now it is falling. So we're getting a little bit of selling off, people taking their profits in the S&P 500. On gold, this has just been in this wedge for at least since, I'll say here about August of last year, and it's just been getting narrower and narrower, and my overall direction is that this is going to fall. So it's most likely it's going to hit the top of this wedge and look for a reversal for it to fall somewhere at least to 1750. As you can see, it's bouncing off of this. This is a weekly high. I mean, this is a weekly resistance at 1850. Now, if this thing gives us a candle that basically reverses and gives us a lower low, then most likely, I believe, coming off of here, it will definitely trend lower, at least down to 1750. Bitcoin. Bitcoin basically in this month has been bearish. It has been falling. And I believe that there is an area down here around 18,000 that it is going to reach. So I am extremely bearish on Bitcoin. For now, what I believe is it's going to come down to about 32,000, and it's going to consolidate around that area, and then it will continue its fall down to 20,000. Oil has been divergent. As you can see by these red lines, it has been divergent, and it just hit a trend line drawn all the way back to, let's shorten this up, all the way back to when it was way up at $100 to 2014. So there was nothing higher than that, so I drew that in there, and it has hit there, and it has also, it's right around the monthly resistance line at $84. So it already has passed there, but you can see that there is a wick. So very possibly coming this week, it will come down and stay within this wedge here and around this monthly support now at $65. So people are calling for oil to basically go to $100, but I think it's going to consolidate a little bit. Okay, on the loonie, since I believe that oil is going to fall, that means that this has just bounced off of a monthly support and a trend line, and I believe that the CAD is going to rally. It's going to go up. So I am bullish on the CAD. Sentiment has that neutral. And on the euro I believe is also going to rally, because we have some divergence that has been in place all the way back to 2020, and as you can see, we have gotten some hidden divergence. Excuse me. We have gotten some hidden divergence, and that, as you can see, this point is lower than this point. So that is divergence. So I believe that the next move will be higher, up into at least this weekly resistance at around 1.19. Okay, up that far. And on pound, I believe the pound is also going to be bullish because we have divergence also on the pound, which goes all the way back to 2020, where the pandemic started, the pandemic fear basically started, and we have this as basically going straight across. But on the chart, we have it going up. So this has reached an extreme level, and I believe that the pound is going to probably rally up into 140, up to the top around here, or at least to the top here at 142. So 140, 142 up in this area here, and we will be looking to see that rally going into, well, in this first quarter. Okay, so that's going to be it for my review of these markets, and I am going to go on to the Trademiner picks of the week. See you over there. Okay, ForexMilitia. Here we are at Trademiner 5.0 Forex. By the way, if you do like my content, please leave a like and comment if you agree with any of my trade ideas, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. This is the pound going bearish, and this is from the 25th to February the 8th, and it basically has a 3.97, a medium probability from the neural network, and it's basically 4 out of 5 years profitable. And for stocks, we have Trademiner. We have a bearish WestRock company from January 24th to January 20 to February 22nd, and this one has a probability of very low from the neural network, but the score is 5.0 and 100%. Okay, I don't know if I said that over here. This one's just 80%. This one is 100%. So out of the last, I believe, 6 years, it has been down consistently every time. Alright, so let's go to the chart and take a look at these setups, these ideas. Okay, so here we are on the pound, and it looks like we've got, with my indicators, we have a long-term bullish but a short-term bearish. This is the super trend and the SSL, and it looks like it just broke below the SSL, so that's kind of signaling a bearish movement. Now that's counter to what I basically just went over on the weekly. So what's probably most likely going to be is it's going to fall down to probably the S1 or the S2, and it's going to rebound to rally higher. So that's the pound, and like I said, from the 25th to the 8th, and on the WestRock company, we also have a long-term bullish but a short-term bearish, and as you can see, it basically just fell below. I've got the Ichimoku on here, and it basically fell below the Kijun Sen, so it's looking like it's setting up. And then you've also got an earnings review coming February 3rd, and the market has been very bearish, so it's very possible that this idea could play out to be extremely profitable. So that's the ideas for this week. Now let's go over some of the ideas from last week. Okay, last week we had the pound Swissy from the 16th to the 24th, and I'm going to bring that up. And so far, no good. The it's going to close basically on Monday, and we got this big down spike. It was basically holding its own for a little while. It could have went up, but that down spike on Friday, where I believe everybody went to flocked into the safe haven currencies like the Swissy, it was risk off, and so it fell. It fell. All right, but on here on the Euro Swissy, this is an old trade from about 2 weeks ago. This benefited from that. It's been falling ever since we basically took this position, and it looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to. It came this close to basically closing out on Friday. Very close. Let's see. The take profit is at 103.34, and this fell to 103.35. So it's about 1 pip away from taking profit. Ouch, that kind of hurts. Have you ever had that happen to you where it just reversed? It was like 1 pip away? Yeah, that's happened before. All right. And so I believe that is going to do it. One other trade that I do have to talk about that I did not actually take it. I'm kind of glad that I didn't take it, but I am going to pick it up now. So here it is. Let me drop all this down and put on. Look at this. This is Netflix. Now this has been bullish, I believe, for like 100%er, but it basically had its earnings report, right? And they missed on subscriber, but it fell 100 points. So I was supposed to take it over here, but I didn't take it. So I'm gonna actually take it from here. And we have this all the way until April the 22nd for this to basically rally back. So I'm going to take it from there, and we'll see if it actually rallies back above this point, which is $514. So that's going to be interesting to basically see. All right, so that will do it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Parsival saying, knowledge is power. Be power hungry, and power to the people. This is Parsival signing out.